Hi, I'm Rosie.
And you know who it is.
Is it the boy?
It might be the boy.
Is it the kid?
He's on the back of milk cartons.
What?
It's JD. And this is The Edge, and we're here to review The Division.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
Tom Clancy Division's The Divide.
Doing math problems.
Yes. Tom Divide Clancy.
Right.
So tell me about the story, Rosie. What's going on here?
So the story is a viral disease hits New York City. And
During Black Friday?
Yeah, during Black Friday, of all days.
Oh my gosh.
After 3 weeks, society falls into chaos, and the president calls on Protocol 51, aka the Division, aka you, the player character.
Well, Protocol 51 is about the collapse of a government, which means there will always be a government in place.
Oh.
But the Division, I'm sure, is tied to that.
It is.
So let's get started with the gameplay. So in the Division, you have, if you've ever played Destiny, you're on the right track. You have access to not necessarily 3 different classes, but sort of 3 different ways to play. You have your tech, you have your security, and then you have your
the medical.
So medical is healing. Tech is like, hey, I got gadgets.
I got bombs.
And security is like, hey, I got a really cool
I got a shield.
I got a shield. So also you have access to like different weapons that aren't restricted. So like you can have a shotgun and a sniper rifle, or you can have a sniper rifle and I don't know, SMG. Yeah. So you can go like that, and then you always have access to your pistol or sawed off if you're like your boy.
Yeah.
Gangster, buddy.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5. But you have access to all those tools to help you fight off the Rikers, the Cleaners, and the LMBs, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of different bad guys, factions, if you will. They're like the Vex.
Yeah.
And the Cabal. And the Fallen.
Yes. That's one of the...
Where essentially they have like specific like characteristics. Like the Cleaners, the flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers.
You shoot them in the back and they're like, oh, my stuff's on fire. You know, and they, whoa.
Your stuff is on fire.
Oh, it's me, Kermit, and I'm on fire. But that's pretty much how it works. And you progress kind of through the game. You level up. Level cap's 30. You kind of level up by doing missions
And that's
helping
how you
people
build
out. Yeah. Getting supplies and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you can also take advantage of what is called the dead zone.
Oh.
The negro zone. Right? That's what they say?
Yeah,
that's well, dark,
that's exactly
black, whatever.
That's what they call it, the Negro Zone.
Whoa! So anyway, I said it with an accent, so it's acceptable. But
I'm sorry, I'm American.
Way to go, Rosie. So yeah, the Dark Zone is essentially the PvP area where you can, fight against other agents and stuff like that. It's like this Wild West kind of setup. You get like loot, you have to extract it, and other people can come in and jack your shit.
Yeah, that's interesting because it's PvE and PvP, so it has kind of the H1Z1 vibe with it.
Yeah, a little bit. You can be like getting ready to kill a dude, and then next thing you know, there's freaking like 40 different enemies against you trying to smoke you.
Don't worry, we'll talk about it in the cons.
Yeah. Well, for this guy, pros for me because I take advantage of all kinds of situations, bruh.
Oh, do you?
So anyway, let's get to graphically. How does this game look?
This game looks amazing. Environments look real. It honestly looks like a city. I guess, well, it's based off New York City, so you expect that.
Yeah, I live there, so yeah, I could say it's accurate.
Yeah, and like the environments look pretty when it's there's times where it's snowing, times where it's actually you just have this amazing atmosphere when you're playing it.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. It works off the Snowdrop engine, which is Ubisoft's one of their engines, and pretty much what happens, like with the lighting, I want to say is the greatest appeal to it is the day and the night cycle really like makes the game look great. Like
so true, man.
Yeah, sunset, sunrise, or whatever. You can be having like a battle on a roof, and then you'll see like it reflecting off the ground. Looks really nice.
Sun rising as you put that last bullet into the enemy.
Exactly, execution style. But the most important thing to keep in mind is, for me anyway, is while the game looks good, sound, me personally, there were some good and bad.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes the sound is not even there. You just running into nothingness. And not only that, the sound cues that even when the NPCs are speaking, after a while, it seems to get a bit more repetitive after a while. I don't know how many times I saw the same argument replayed over and over.
By like pedestrians?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's that, and then there's also like you have a voice that comes out of your your controller on PlayStation, and they'll be like, "Oh, agents in your area or whatever," or "There's someone joining your team" or whatever. It gets really annoying when you are now leaving the containment zone or you have left a safe area. I know, game.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't need the heads up, like seriously. And it really gets annoying, especially if you're in an area that kind of weaves in and out of a contaminated area, and you're just having that same thing like being yelled at you all the time. And it really makes me sad. Yeah. But as a plus, though, I will say like hearing gunfights in the distance and stuff like that, like it's dynamic enough to where if you have the sound playing through your headphones, you're like, oh, they're to my left.
Yeah, the guns in the game do sound like the gunfights in the game do sound real, like even from a distance.
They sound real hard, hella hard, homie.
Yeah,
hard. God. And music-wise, kind of.
lackluster.
I don't hear it too much.
Yeah, pretty lackluster in the music.
I'm sure it's there, but I'm too busy yelling at my friends. Like, you really just died again?
Yeah.
Shouts to Matt. You know who you are. Anyway, but let's get past that and get to some key rows and key ons.
Pros is this is a very fun game to play with friends. It's really great for just having buddies that you actually know.
It's a party game.
It's a party game to shoot people, and it's lovely like that.
Yeah, I didn't mention the max party you can have is 4 people. But it's, I mean, even with the group of 4, group of 2 or whatever, you're having a lot of fun. Just running around shooting dudes up, killing suckers left and right, man.
Yeah.
Popping
Pop,
that
pop,
biggie.
pop.
You know what I'm saying?
Pop.
Another pro is that it feeds, at least for me, it feeds the sort of the loot craze. You're like, oh, dude, a purple just dropped, bro.
Yeah.
You're rushing past that. You are sacrificing your health because you're like, this better be a good thing. Yeah. You're literally being shot at. But it feels...
I'm dying, but I need this purple.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You'll understand the struggle when you see a bot. But it definitely satisfies me in that regard. I mean, Destiny did it too. Diablo does it. It's really nice to see that this game does it. Another really kind of interesting thing that I really like is you kind of do end up, even though you have access to all the tools, you kind of do end up min-maxing based on how you want to play. So if you want to play like, hey, I just want to be like a bruiser and just like run in and kill people, well, you're going to get a shield and a shotgun.
And it's actually interesting because one of my favorite dynamics is changing your abilities on the fly, even in a gun battle or in a gunfight, because there's a lot of times in which your party isn't balanced for the things you need.
Exactly.
So it was nice being like, okay, so no one's gonna heal. All right, let me just, while guns are literally flying over your head, switch to a healing set and put my healing gear on, healing abilities. Let's do this.
Yeah, I guess I'm healing this time because my team is incompetent.
Right. But you gotta do what you gotta do to win this game.
Another pro I would say is I do like the concept of the Echo. The Echo is like this sort of like CSI-esque thing where you're trying to solve a mystery, maybe on missing people or what's happening. It creates this projected environment around you, and you're like, oh, story.
A very good way to explain the lore.
Yeah, and it feels like it's actually world building properly.
Right.
So let's get to some cons.
Oh god.
Cover system.
Cover system isn't a con?
Well, let me say one thing, okay? I think the cover system's fine, but I do have a problem with the movement. And the reason why I say that is because you do stick to walls or things way too easily. I'm used to playing Gears. I'm used to being able to slide towards a wall and cancel it if, hey, situation got hairy or I pulled to the wrong wall. Definitely not the case. A lot of times you are stuck at that wall for like a full second before you can actually jump.
The riders have been putting honey on all the walls. That's why that happens.
You're just getting stuck. The other thing is...
I don't think they have honey.
Thanks, Eric. The other thing I will consider as a con personally is the fact that when you're moving, a lot of times you might accidentally click in like the left stick. Like I got basketball hands and I do it sometimes. Right. You click in that left stick and maybe I'm moving backwards, but I'm trying to walk backwards. The game turns you around, auto turns you around and has you sprinting in the other direction. While I can see that that's good in normal combat, it has happened on accident to me so many times and it's really irritating. I honestly don't even have a way to fix it. Right. Do you have one?
I have one. The TTK in this game is a little slower in regards to...
regarding PvP, yeah.
Not only PvP, some of the PvE elements like the Dark Zone, in which they throw literally gold after gold enemies. It's a bit too long in some cases in which we literally just like... Reload. All right, reload. I'm hitting them the headshots. What's going on?
It sounds like you're not aiming. and that's gonna do it. Nah. Okay, so you got that. Anything else?
No, that's about it, man.
Yeah. So all in all, this game's not that bad. I would recommend it. Maybe not at the $60 price. I'd probably say 50 range, and have a buddy or a friend to run through it with you.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that this is a $60 game you can convince a buddy to play with you because
Yeah.
it's fun. It's way better experience when you're playing with a friend than playing by yourself.
Yeah. No telling what they're doing with the DLC as of right now. No raid is officially out yet, but as it is, it's a nice game to kick it with old friends and just blow up half of New York.
That's true. And I blew up a lot of New York.
Wow. I'm JD,
And I'm Rosie.
and I'm gonna leave this man.
No, I'm gonna blow some shit.
Wow. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
I'm gonna blow some shit or blow up some shit.
That's like blow some shit.
I think you said blow some shit.
Well, I'm gonna blow some shit.
That's probably like the most grody BJ
yeah,
I've
put
ever
that
heard
out.
of.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a like, comment below, and subscribe to our channel. We do new reviews and podcasts every week. And you can get in on the action on twitch.tv/thisisthe every Saturday at 11 a.m. Arizona Standard. Take a look at our gear on sprayshirt.com and scratch that fashion itch. Download our app on the store. If you have any questions, email us at the show at theitsnetwork.com. And don't forget,